Gah! It's Shark Week on the Discovery Channel, an event that's been happening for several decades now, where the Discovery Channel puts on an entire week of shark-themed programming to educate the public about the nature of sharks. So I thought I'd blatantly piggyback on that and do a couple of shark-themed videos for you this week. The Steven Spielberg film Jaws was released in 1975 and was a huge hit. Jaws, together with Star Wars in 1977, created the idea of the summer blockbuster event film, an idea that the entertainment industry still relies on nearly 50 years later. Although Jaws was a PG film, not an R-rated film, there still weren't a lot of toy tie-ins associated with it. There were, of course, a few shark toys, there were some Ben Cooper Jaws costumes out for that Halloween. But the toy I most remember from the film is the Jaws game made by Ideal in 1975. Jaws was a pretty simple gimmick game. You have this hollow plastic shark, which is about 15 inches long, and he's got a jaw that can open and close with two elastics inside the mouth. There are a couple of dozen pieces of plastic trash that would go in the shark's mouth, and two 8-inch long gaff hooks. The idea behind the game was pretty simple. You would weight down the shark's jaw with the plastic trash to keep it open. Then you would use these gaff hooks to fish out the trash from his mouth. As you fished out more trash, the weight on the jaw would grow lighter and lighter until it would finally snap shut. Once the shark's jaws snapped on you, you lost. Gah! I'm dead. Honestly, once you played this game 2, maybe 3 times, for a child it would become pretty monotonous and boring. So when I was a kid, I repurposed the shark from the Jaws game as a giant monster. He was a great size for menacing 3 3/4-inch action figures. He was also big enough to menace the 8-inch action figure lines as well.
Hand me down the shark repellent bat spray!
And he could become a foe for Shogun Warriors Godzilla as well. After the initial shark craze from Jaws died down, the Ideal game faded away, but it was not forgotten, and has been reissued several times. In 1997, the game was released by Mark's Toys as Sharky's Diner, making it a generic shark game without the need for licensing the Jaws movie. Between 2009 and 2011, the game would be brought back again, still under the title Sharky's Diner, only this time spelled with a Y instead of an IE, and this time back with the Ideal toy brand. The version I have in this video is the 2009 release from Ideal, which was released in this box. I was able to pick this up a couple of years ago for around the original retail price of 15 bucks. But as I was researching this video, the old stock seems to have sold out everywhere. So if you're looking to pick up a vintage version of the Jaws game from eBay or someplace like that, just verify with the seller that you are getting the original 1975 version and not one of the reissues. I hope you enjoyed that look at the old Jaws game, aka Sharky's Diner. I've got another shark-themed video coming later this week, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.